in before the ones. Oh my god. Chat, I'm alive. And you're all alive too. Dude, it's been so long since I've streamed. Well, I guess it hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been a really long time. Also, we have a hype train, so I guess we gotta go right into playing. Anyways, back to business.
Right in.
Hello, everyone. I'm here. We are back, baby. But we do have a hype train, so I'll say hi in a little bit. For now, we need to play some piano. Please put your requests in the chat on Twitch, and we will go until the hype train ends. We have the ridiculously, unbelievably, stupidly goofy large hat that we put on at level 10. So let's get it. Oh my goodness, what a hype train. Chat, thank you for the level 7. What is this up here? Oh, I see the bits show up there. I didn't know that. Interesting. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for all of the gifted subs. Thank you for the resubs, everyone. Oh my goodness. Woody, thank you so much for the 26 at tier 2. Zoogaluger, thank you for the 29. Denise, thanks for the gifted. Joe Green, welcome back. Thank you, everyone. Mr. Lemon Grab coming in for the year. Let's go. Appreciate it, man. Never really was on Twitch before. I joined the Tedesco, opened a door of treasure of music, awesome people, and precious friends. Thank you for sharing your music, your talent, and your beautiful state of mind. Oh, thank you. I'll keep trying to just play it by ear. Let's go. I appreciate you, Lemon. Thank you so much. Luxurious Gravy, we got Aklazara. I almost said Aklajara because I was reading Jeans. What's up, man? Thank you for the 40 months. Hope you're well. Cherry Blossom, thank you. Terrible Chaos, Denise, Mr. Cooking Fat, Woody with the 5 gifted, Laura with the 25 months. Thank you. Denise with the 100 bits, Andrew with the 55 months. I think you are the member who is most subscribed, right? I don't think it goes beyond 55 months. I think that's as long as I've been streaming, perhaps. Ara, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you, everyone. Zithian, thank you for the 4. Really good to have you here for 4 months. Thank you for modding as well. You too, Lemon. Appreciate it. Hope you're all doing well in the YouTube chat too. We are multi-streaming today. This is why you get all the special perks. Exactly. How are the mods doing? How's everyone doing? It's been a while. It's been a pretty busy week for me. I've been out of town. And today we're doing free live learns. I promised we would do that. That would be the next stream. So that is today. We're going to get into that shortly. We're doing this because we hit a sub goal of 2,000 subs. This was last week, so you'll notice that the count dropped significantly because that's what happens when you don't stream. But that's what we will be doing today. It's going to be a very... We're just going to have people put stuff in the chat. I'm going to pick them randomly and just do a little bit of it, you know? So today, specifically, we're not doing paid requests. You're welcome to tip, but tipping money or bits will not get you a live learn today. We're doing it totally free. Free, baby! That's the plan, and that's all thanks to you guys helping us hit that sub goal. So we'll get into that shortly. Reminder, I will be gone again this Friday. I'm leaving this Friday, and I will be gone for an entire week as well. And then I'll be back for a week, and then I'm leaving again for about 4 days, and then I'll be back. And then halfway into August, I'm leaving for a week. I'm going to be in Canada for a work trip. And then I'll be back for about a week, and then I'm moving at the end of August. So this next month and a half is going to be absolutely... You're not going to see a ton of me on Twitch, unfortunately. But the good news is I do have videos backlogged for the main YouTube channel. So I should have one coming out this Saturday, and then another one 2 weeks later, and then there should be some in August. So the YouTube videos will still be going up, and I'll try to stream just whenever I can, man. Just whenever I can. It's a pretty big move, yeah, moving out of the state. But I'm gonna be on Earth still. So, technically, pretty local. Chewy, thank you for the 5 months. Yo, what's up, Commander CH? Good to see you. Still Earth, yeah. What's up, Seth? How you doing, man? No, not California. No. I did live there for a while, but not interested in living there. Canada? No, I'm not moving to Canada. I'm staying in the US. I appreciate it. Chewy. Let's see. I think that's the main update. So yeah, so I will try to stream a couple more times this week. Well, it's really just tomorrow and Thursday. I don't even know if I can stream tomorrow because I have to get the YouTube videos ready on my end. So I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so Friday I'll be gone for a whole nother week. And then again for a few days at the end of the month. And then I'll be back for a little bit in August. And then around the 13th, I'm leaving for Canada for a week. And I'll be back. And I have like a week and a half until I gotta move. So I don't even know what the streaming's gonna look like towards the end of August because I'm gonna have to break down this setup, which is something. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah. Thanks, Seth. Hope you trust your movers. It's me. My movers are me. I'm not letting anybody move this stuff. Does your new room have room for an additional 16 keyboards? I sure hope so. This is why I go to the gym. Yeah, it's just to help me prepare to move. The US mods can help. Yeah, I'll fly all the mods out and they can help me move. So I will be in a new space. It'll look pretty similar to this though, I imagine. But I might change a little bit with the camera angle. I might actually put the camera on this side and have the slider cam on this side for a few different reasons, the particular layout of the room. Yeah. By tradition, you must have one box you haven't opened. I do. I absolutely do. There's one box in my closet that is still taped shut from when I moved here 4 years ago. I have no idea what's in it, but I guess I'll just move it with me. Part of me doesn't even want to know what's in it. It doesn't even matter. It's more about there being a box that's unopened, you know? My best side, when I take pictures, my good side is actually over here. The front left, yeah. I've lived here for about 4 years. In Colorado, yeah. So we shall see. Sorry, chat is moving really fast, so I apologize if I miss any messages. A 360 camera, that would be fun. I might get a new computer too. There are some upgrades I might make. So I might actually be getting another keyboard. Sorry. I might be getting another keyboard when I move. It's really bad, man. Yo, Riffian! I'm having a great week. It's a good week so far. Which keyboard? The Yamaha Montage M8X. Teeny Heels in the chat. What is up? That is really cool. 360 camera. I've never collaborated with the Do. I don't think he does collaborations from what I've heard. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I've not seen that terrible case. He's actually ordered it. I've not ordered it yet. Yeah. Yeah, so the I'm considering consolidating what I use on stream moving forward once I move into my new space. So I'm gonna keep all these keyboards because I love them, but I'm not sure with the way that I do loops and stuff. After doing it for a few years now, I'm finding that it's kind of like, what's the word? Really taxing on the body to be spinning around like this as much as I do all the time for like hours every stream, especially since I'm doing longer streams. So I might try to consolidate down a little bit. The software, oh, this is called Keysight. Oh, that's awesome, Ruthian. Yo, I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, we're not stopping the looping. Yeah, no, not at all. New chair? Yeah, this is a new chair I got. It's like the best chair that I've ever sat in my life. Like, and it's not even close. It is so comfortable. Like, sure. Look at this thing. See, it's really heavy. Look at that, dude. It's amazing. It's like 4 times better than any other chair I've ever owned. Which is great, because it was also like 4 times the price. But, you know, never feel bad about spending money on ergonomics. Yeah, super duper comfortable. Finally. I've been searching for like a really, really good chair for years. Finally got one. It's all about the lumbar, I know, right? Well, I've been using a chair with no lumbar for years, and it's fine, but I've noticed, like, because the streams have gotten longer, since I've been multi-streaming, like 5 hours with absolutely no lumbar support, even though I was classically trained to have good posture, like, it does start to affect your lower back, especially when you're, like, twisting and turning nonstop, you know? So I just kind of want to be careful with that. That's part of the reason that I'm considering consolidating down to a beast like the montage. A couple other reasons too, but that would be kind of nice. I wouldn't have to turn quite as much. And that'd be really good, I think. Abdominal support pellets. Oh, the Minky blanket, Woody. Yeah, that thing is absurd. What chair is this? That's a good question. I forgot the name. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right where I put it. That's weird. The name of this chair. Just do me a favor, don't look at the price. This chair is called a Hag Capisco. H-A-G Capisco, adjustable standing chair. I got the blue and white version. Yo, Parrot X161. You're a great streamer because the message went away. Oh, there we go. How interactive you are with the chat. Oh, I appreciate that. I love talking to chat. I mean, that's the most fun part about the stream is getting to actually interact with you guys live, you know? I will definitely be moving this, yeah. Cherishable. It do be a good chair. Right, yeah, I know, Joe, right? I think people who like really know, they're like, yeah, it's totally worth it having a good chair like that, but of course it's a steep price, but it's worth your health for sure. Like I said, for anybody in the chat, never ever feel bad about spending money on something ergonomic, you know? Or I'm just coping. Who knows? But anyway, so that's the deal, chat. Moving at the end of August. So there will be a little bit of a lull in streams around then. I'm going to be in Canada the third week of August. I don't think I understand the question, Jorwick. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Lemon. I agree. We're gonna do some requests soon, chat. It's nice catching up with y'all for a bit. It's been a while. Hey, BS, thank you for the 19 months. Gal, thank you for the Prime. Easter Eagle, thank you as well for the Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, what things am I not moving? Oh, I gotcha, I gotcha. I'm moving most of the stuff. I don't think I'm gonna need that second desk though. So, or I might discard this desk. I haven't decided yet. Most things in the studio are going, but I do have, there's a curtain up there, and behind the curtain, there's like a ton of stuff that I don't need. That I don't use, that I haven't touched in like 8 years. Yeah, I won't be bringing the building. And I mean, I'd have to get a pretty large U-Haul. A large U-Haul? You're gonna be playing Univerge from your Wanderlust album at a youth camp next week. Do you have any tips for that song or for playing on stage? Which part of the piece? Because the second half of Univerge is pretty wild. But for playing on stage, I would say just practice a lot beforehand. And if you can, try to perform it for like a family member or a couple friends leading up to the performance. And that'll kind of get some nerves out of the way. I used to do that quite a bit. Like if I had a jury coming up, I would play the piece for like a friend and then a couple friends and maybe my family. And I would get used to performing it in front of people. And performing it in front of people kind of highlights the sections that you actually need to work on. So a couple benefits of that. A tour? My sister's not a musician, so I don't think she'll lead any of that. Get $1 million right now and stop playing piano for 5 years. You're not allowed to play, or just keep living on the life you live in. I would just keep on living the life I'm living. Yeah, I'm leaving Billy and Rob here. Yo, thank you, Blink fan. Appreciate it. You get more tattoos? I don't have any plans for more tattoos at the moment. Luma, thank you for the 17 months. Got Cano 7 with tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That is exactly what that is, Hudson. Yeah, 12, I think it's the 12 track. Songs you struggle to play? Oh yeah, tons of classical stuff, yeah. Yeah, why did I take a I was gonna make that joke, but I am most certainly not one of those rich YouTubers. Maybe if all my videos didn't get demonetized, but who knows. I'm moving because of want. One OK Rock, I think I have heard of them. So I'll keep you guys posted, but that's going to be the plan. So I'll have a slightly, you'll see a new setup, of course. Might have a new keyboard, which would be really cool. Help me consolidate down a little bit. I'll still have the keyboards probably in view, but I don't think I'll need to be utilizing them as much as I do now. So that'll be really, really exciting. That'll be really exciting. And I'll be able to paint studio as well. So if chat has any good ideas, I'm thinking hot pink on all 6 walls. What do you think about that? Glow in the dark paint. Black on everything. 6 walls. Yep, ceiling and floor, baby. I'm gonna tear up the rug so I can paint the floor. Yeah, they're like horizontal or vertical wall. Shut up. Shut up. I guess the ceiling is like a sideways wall. Or is a wall just a sideways ceiling? I have no idea. I think you need to sleep. I think I do too, man. Hire an artist to paint my logo on the wall. We shall see. Is having a guitar background good to start playing piano? Sure. Yeah, I think so. I think any instrument, any musical knowledge or experience will help you when playing piano. Forrest, thank you for the 11 months. And MVM, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. A gray wall. We'll just do all gray. So anyways, even though I'm moving, chat, like I said, gonna try to keep up with the YouTube videos on YouTube in video format on YouTube as videos. So should have one coming out this Saturday, and then one on what is let me see. The 27th as well. So should have 2 uploads this month, which is awesome, and then at least one next month. So that'll be really, really cool. All green, color graded for green screen. Yeah, not a horrible idea. Are you, maybe you're biased because you're Joe Green though. Form of music, moving pic, right? Exactly. Are you the same Frank that was with Frank and Zach? What happened to Zach? I ate him. I took his powers. It's like Dragon Ball Z when Piccolo absorbs Kami and they become like, or no, who was it? Nail, I think. I guess he absorbed them both. I don't know. My nerd is showing right now. But I'm like that. I absorbed Zack. We gotta get into live learn soon, chat. We gotta do that. We're supposed to do that today. Yeah, Nail and Kami. Yeah, both of them. You should put every single one of your subscribers' names on your 6 new walls. That would take a while. We used to have a sub board of immortality. Anytime somebody subscribed, I would add their name. Even gifted subs, we did. But, you know, that was, at the time we were getting like 50 subs. But now, like, with 1,806, what ended up happening was as the stream grew, it was more of a writing stream. And I had no time to play piano. So I had to sort of discontinue that. Does it? I still have it, yeah. I do still have it. It's somewhere. It would definitely take a while. Do most keyboards take a similar amount of pressure to activate a key, or are they different? A lot of them are different, you know? But it's like very subtle. So The Phantom is a good example. Like, the action is really heavy, but it's like very slightly muddy, in that the keys come up at a slower pace than an acoustic, so it's like hard to do repeated notes. So as you play a lot of keyboards and as you play piano for a long time, you sort of start to notice those things. Keyboard? Oh, this is a Roland Phantom. Could have a big LED or neon display showing the sub count instead of... I could do that. You ever see those streamers who have like a monitor behind them with chat on it? What do you guys think of that? You know, I don't know if anybody knows Coney, for example. He has like a screen behind him. I think Office Drummer does too. They have like a monitor and chat is like really big on there instead of having an overlay like this. It's a very expensive keyboard in my country. It's a very expensive keyboard in my country as well. Chat actually funded this years ago. I've had this for about 3 years maybe, the Roland Phantom. A projector. That's really big. Takes up the entire thing behind me. The Phantom 8 is what I have. I have the Roland Phantom 8, a Korg Kronos 2, which I didn't pay for actually. So I was able to keep this through a sponsor that I did years ago with my friend Zach. So that was really cool. And then the Yamaha MX61. And then back there is a Arturia Keylab 88, which I don't use for stream. I use that for some other stuff. And yeah, those are the main things I have. I have a Chompy sampler. I have a Korg Keytar, which you can see from here. So quite a lot of keyboards, I would say, huh? Not enough. Oh, and the cat keyboard, thank you. Yes. The biggest difference, there are a lot of differences between this keyboard and the one that's behind me. The one that's behind me is a MIDI keyboard, so there aren't any internal sounds. So you have to plug it into something like a DAW and feed it sounds. Whereas this has a ton of internal sounds. You switch camera. So I have 9 pedals, so I'm able to switch cameras and do a bunch of cool things, like I can start a loop without my hands. Start a loop without my hands. Things like that. By a Casio CTS1. Casio CTS1. What is that? What is that? What is that? Let's see. Not familiar. Not familiar. Ooh. Oh, cool. Whoa. Wait, is this the actual color? This is interesting. I've never seen this before. Oh, it is. Wow. Cool, man. That is awesome. It's a great trick for looping. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yo, we have Ruth in the Twitch chat. Let's go. If you're watching on YouTube, I have Twitch chat up on my screen, so feel free to hop in on Twitch. You can hang out. I'm trying to look at YouTube chat when I can, but prioritizing the Twitch folks. Going to play pickleball? Let's go. When you make a loop in your videos, do you quantize all the notes or is your timing perfect? It depends on the loop. Sometimes I will be recording the MIDI so I can go in and I'll like change some sounds and stuff like that. My timing is definitely not perfect, but it's not quantized, especially on Twitch because it's an RC 505 loop station. So I'm looping audio, not MIDI. So there's no, you can't quantize it. But depending on the loop on YouTube, I'll go in and do a little post stuff. Yeah. Yep, the pedal is how I choose to stop a loop, because you can basically, I can start a loop, and I can stop it with the same pedal. So I'll do that if I want like a clear cut, but depending on how I stop it, I have like a reverb effect on, so I'm able to like ramp up the reverb as I end the loop so that it doesn't just cut. That makes sense. Any tips to get my 3-year-old into piano? Is that too young? That might be a little young. I don't even think your knuckles are developed yet. I can't say for sure, but I mean, I don't know. I guess you could get him like a little tiny thing to pluck around with, but aside from that, I'm not sure. I agree, Kemmel. Yeah, I've had the same issue. Kind of annoying. It's like a weird bell curve. Loop camera switch. Can't speak today. I have a sustain pedal for all 3 keyboards, so that's 3 pedals. I have a triple foot switch, so that's 6. I have an expression pedal, which is 7, and then I have a double foot switch for the loop station, so I can start and stop it, so that's 9. I've not seen the Polaro. I've not. How often do you press the wrong pedal? I did that for a really long time. Part of the practicing that I do off stream is that, like, it's gonna be, I gotta set them up. I have like, my feet have developed muscle memory, so I know exactly where everything is. But when I was first setting up the pedals, there were so many times where I'd like go to start a loop and then I would hit an expression pedal, or like try to go to this camera angle and I would end up going, just took forever, man. What do you say about self-learners? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I was self-taught for my first year playing. How much does your setup cost? I don't know. I'm scared to tally it up. How many buttons are in the room? I don't know. Hundreds. Hundreds. I do still have a drum set. Yes. Yes, I do. Oh, wow, that loop actually ended. Thinking about getting my daughter lessons, but she is autistic and a teacher would need a lot of patience, I think. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that. I think you'll have to reorient yourself with your muscle memory again when moving. Maybe with certain things. It depends. Like, if I'm gonna have a different setup, like, for example, if my camera's gonna be over here now, then the mic arm is probably gonna be over here. I might have the slider camera here, which means I might get the mixer down. I don't know. Things are gonna be, short answer is yes, probably. There'll probably be a lot of times where it's like, oh, I want a bass sound, and then I start to go over here, you know? I would imagine that'll be the case. One of the benefits of having the camera over here, though, is that when I do my Omi TV videos, I'll actually be facing the stranger instead of away. So that'll be pretty cool. It depends on the person. Gotcha. You need to see my good side. My left is my good side, I've been told. Yeah, it'll be cool to consolidate, for sure. I do love the keyboards. Oh, they're great, you know? They're really, really great. The one that I'm looking at has all of the sounds on this because it's Yamaha, and it's their flagship also has some. The only thing I use the Kronos for is. The only thing I really use it for is one particular bass sound and the vocoder. And sometimes a glockenspiel, but that's. It's just convenient because it's right there. So the vocoder is pretty cool. It'd be cool to get a talk box. That would be cool. But aside from that, that's the only thing I really use this for. It's just really far away, you know? And it's when you're looping as much as I do and you have so many layers going on, like, because the loop station is right here, it's a lot of, like, it's so much turning and twisting and all that stuff. And when I'm doing this, like, I have to lean forward a lot because I have to, because the loop station's here and I can't get these. Can't really get these keyboards any closer, you know, because it's right there. So it's kind of as close to me as it can get. So we'll see. When do we see a stream in the new room? Well, I'm not moving until the very end of August, so it'll be September. Did you trim your beard? I did. I think a week ago. Is that something you've gotten perfectly down with modulations? I don't do modulations in post or anything like that. All that is real time. Just like playing it in whatever key. Can you wink at me? A huge dream of mine? I don't know. I don't see a badge next year. Just kidding. How many hours do you sit to record for YouTube? Usually at least like 4 hours. For like a 15-minute video. New video should be out this Saturday. We have more space where you're moving. Not in the studio. Not in the studio, but I'll have a lot less that I need to have in the studio in terms of this computer back here. I'm not going to need that in my space. So I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be an upgrade in a lot of ways. It's like, yeah, like a page turner, but for the buttons. Just hire somebody to specifically navigate the loop station for me. That would be really funny. My tricep. It's all the lighting, man. This is like actually superb lighting for the tricep. So don't be fooled, man. The lighting adds 10 pounds, as the saying goes. Yeah, new video Saturday, Santubi. You have a badge now? Okay, I'm gonna wink. Done. What equipment can your mods control? I don't think they can do anything. I don't know if they can control anything, actually. They're powerless mods. That's okay. All right. I think we're all caught up. So you all know what's going on with the schedule. It's going to be pretty hectic the next month and a half. Videos on YouTube on the main channel should still be coming out, which is great, but there will be occasional like week-long gaps from streams. And then when I move at the end of August, normalcy shall resume. Maybe like a week after that, you know, once I get things set up and all that. I have a Mackie Pro Effects. That's one of my, I have two mixers, but that's the main one that you see. All right, great. Good stream. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for being here. I joke. No, we're here to stay. Drop the curtain. No, we gotta play music. But I wanted to make sure we caught up a little bit and I let y'all know what's up with the next 2 months. But today is a special stream because we're doing free live learns. We're doing this stream because last stream we hit a sub goal of 2,000. So what we're gonna do today is watch as chaos unfolds, because we're just gonna do a system where you can put a song in the chat, either on YouTube or Twitch. I'm literally just gonna pick them randomly, listen to a section of it, and try to play it. Totally free, and because it's free, I'm not doing any paid live learns today. So I appreciate any financial support for sure, but don't pay for a live learn because the idea is to keep them free today. Can we also do requests for only live learns? They're kind of the same thing. Unless you mean request isn't something that I know, then sure. Sure. So let's do that. I'm gonna actually use the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna do that super quick. And then we're gonna come back. So start thinking about a song that you would like me to learn. And I will be back. I'm also gonna grab some water. So be back in a moment, and I'm not gonna wash my hands. Hands are covered in pee. Let's get it. All right, chat. I think it's time we dive into some of these live learns. The one thing I will request is that when I am listening to something and learning it, you don't need to put in your request because I'm not going to see it. So just to keep the chat as non-chaotic as possible, you know, as I'm learning something, try to refrain from putting the request in because it's just going to fall on deaf eyes and blind ears. All right, with that said, let's just hop into it. Literally just gonna pick and choose some stuff and see what happens. No links, by the way. You can just put the name of the song and the artist, and I'm gonna pop it into YouTube and see what the heck happens, man. See what happens. Who knows? First up, we have for T Smooths. Let's just see. I'm gonna be a little quicker today since we're trying to get through a bunch.
I could hear them howling from afar. I saw them rushing. I could hear them howling from afar.
We could do some of this.
I saw them rushing to your car. In a moment, all went screaming wide.
I really like this. This is great.
Until the darkness killed the light.
Dude, this is awesome.
Went screaming wide.
Do you do concerts like Harry Mack? I don't at the moment. I think it would be really cool to do a big concert one day. I have some ideas for it. I think it could be fun to do a bunch of loops, original music, piano covers, and do a thing where anybody who purchases a ticket would be able to put in for a song request. And then I'll kind of do them randomly at the concert. I feel like that'd be a really cool thing. Maybe someday down the road. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, lock in, chat.
I saw them rushing to your car. In a moment, all went screaming wide. Until the darkness killed the light.
All right, that was for Smooths, I believe. Running to the Sea. It's a cool one. That was a cool one. Chat, thank you for not spamming the chat with requests while I was playing that. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's keep it going, man. Let's keep it going. Also, again, for anybody who's curious, this was the song. All right, just picked another random one. Let's see what happens. What is this? For CC111? I got more coffee. I'm bad. Oh, sorry. You just gotta look at my stupid face. There we go. Beautifully mixed. Cool, man. Let me see. Yeah, I really like this too. Beautiful. I wonder if we can just do it. Here's the song name. Let's just try it. Let's just go in. All right. I might not have sheet music for that piece, but I would check out my website. I have all the sheet music that I do have for my music is on my website. Overcome. I gotta be honest, I don't even remember that one. How does that one go? Can you hum it? I don't remember that one. I actually heard this one in the wrong key. I was hearing it in A flat minor. Then I hit it and I was like, oh, we're in B flat. So I just had to bump it all up in my head. You spin me right round? Isn't that the one that's like... I mean, I can't really hear that song without thinking about a particular thing from when I was younger, which maybe some other people in the chat know what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Overcome. Oh, thank you, Woody. What is this? Man, the lighting has gotten so much better on my stream. A lot has changed. Kind of forgot about this piece. I should work on that, man. I don't have enough on my plate. No, I really would like to revisit that at some point. CC, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that. Also, Jorik and Kel. Kek ZTAH, thank you so much. Hand Cannon, thank you for the Prime. Smooths, thank you for the 5 gifted, my friend. Thank you so much. Stamp, thank you for the gifted. We got Kemo coming in with the 2 years. Congrats, thank you for that. Woody, thanks for the gifted sub. Kai Mei with the Prime. Rock Strongo with the 28 months. Good to see you as well. Appreciate everyone. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Doom, doo, doom, doo, doom. I don't remember what's after that. All right, let's see what we got. Really pretty. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I think we'll do it in.
Tell me if I could
We'll do this. I want to hear this melody. Oh, Chad, I realized I forgot to do the live learns. How many did we do today? 3 so far? That's 1, 2, a 3. Boom. Oh, perfect. All right. Thank you, mods. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see what else we got. Boom. Just another one chosen at random. Sofiane Pamart? I don't know how to pronounce that. Make sure you guys can see this. Great job with the request chat. That's cool. Cool, man. I want to hear All right, chat. That was a first listen through of Sofiane Pamart. Nara. Not sure if I pronounced any of that right. But, oh my gosh, look at the YouTube chat. It was just zooming. I think it was catching up. All right. Let me go back here. Boom. Yes, thank you, Woody. Cool, man. Cool. Sweet. Yo, Hugo. Man, thank you for the 1,000 bits. How you doing, man? Let's see. Let's type in randomly. See what comes up. Farscape? Parting Comrades. Not familiar with this. This is cool. What is this? Farscape. Is that a game? Oh, TV show? It's really pretty. We're getting so many beautiful requests today. Coffee. Ruth, it's awesome to see you here on Twitch. Oh yeah, I wanted to get... Cool. That was really cool. All right, chat. Let's keep it going. Doom, do, doom, do. Beautiful. Wait, let me get that. Oh, here we go. Is his daughter Landfill?
Throw me in the landfill. Don't think about the consequences. Throw me in the dirt pit. Don't think about the choices that you make. Throw me in the water. Don't think about the splash I will create. Leave me at the altar, knowing all the things you've just escaped.
It's gorgeous.
And push me out to sea on a little boat that you made out of the evergreen that you helped your father cut away.
Super cool, man.
Me in the water. Don't think about the splash I will create. Leave me at the altar. No.
Cool, man. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. It's a cool one, man. That was a cool one. What? All right. Bro, let's see, what is this? What the heck is this? Ooh.
Pamiętam tamte lato, wino, plaża I dres. Pamiętam cię w bikini I pamiętam cię bez. Pamiętam każdą
That beginning.
Pamiętam tamte lato, wino, plaża I dres. Pamiętam cię w bikini
This is
I
Bro
pamiętam cię bez.
Bilet. I don't know how to pronounce this. But let me go to Live Learns. Here we go. So you can see the title.
Pamiętam tamte lato, wino, plaża I dres. Pamiętam cię w bikini I pamiętam cię bez. Pamiętam każdą chwilę, kąpiel, gdy padał deszcz. I doskonale wiem, że pamiętasz to też. Pamiętam każdy uśmiech, rozbawieni do łez. Pamiętam cię w koszulce z logiem Guns N' Roses. Gitarę przy ognisku, whisky, dżem, głośny śpiew I parę tych łez. Powiedz mi, czy ty też pamiętasz to jak ja? Powiedz mi, czy ty też masz oczy ze szkła? Nadejdzie czas, kiedy wspomnisz tamte chwile. Nadejdzie czas, kiedy wspomnisz nasze dni. Od tamtych lat to był jedno.
Is this Polish?
Pamiętam tamte lato, wino, plaża I dres. Pamiętam cię w bikini I pamiętam cię bez. Pamiętam każdą chwilę, kąpiel, gdy padał deszcz. I doskonale wiem, że pamiętasz to też. Pamiętam każdy uśmiech, rozbawieni do łez. Nadejdzie czas, kiedy wspomnisz tamte chwile.
This. Boom, 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 boom. Whoop. Bro, does anybody remember the chatter named Toys? Like Toioioiz? He hasn't been around in a couple years, but he used to request this for like a year straight. This might have been before most of the mods. Remember Toys? Yeah, man. I wonder what that guy's up to. It's been at least a couple years, yeah. I think I remember some of this. But it's really nice having a refresher because I haven't played this in like 3 years. There's that. I'm definitely gonna need to go over that. Okay. Let's just freaking try it. Man, what a throwback, dude. Yeah, I've definitely played that one before, but it's been a few years. Oh, Killswitch Engage, My Curse. I know that one, actually. I would love to play that. It's one of my favorite songs. It's actually a top 3 favorite song in the whole wide universe for me. All right. I know that one, so we won't count that as a live learn. Chat, what should I order food tonight? I could do that. I could do that, and there's not a single person that could stop me. I could get this delicious Applebee's 12-ounce steak, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. I could do that to avoid having to go out and buy and cook a steak myself. I'm stopping you. All right, fair enough. I've been stopped. Ooh, Thai food. Ugh, I'd love to, but I'm eating super duper healthy these days, so I feel like steak is the way to go. All right, let's see what else we got. What else we got?
How did they find me? How did they know this? How did they find me?
Yes, yes, okay.
How did they know this misconception of fate? I'm about to let go, awaken and
I'll let this play a little bit. This is really cool.
Heavy at heart, it may be a lie. You will not see me. It's a new day. Why did they follow me home? It's a new day.
It's cool, man. Oh, 8 minutes. Okay, we'll do some of this. I really like this.
More step.
Dude, this is cool. All right. So
How did they find me? How did they know this misconception of fate? I'm about to let go. Awaken a new light. I'm alone in this room. Heavy at heart, it may be a lie. You will not see me. It's a new day. Why did they follow me home? It's a new day.
this is sick.
How did they find me? How did they know?
All right. Whew. Yo, thank you, JW. That was a really cool. Definitely in the vein of music that I listen to. We got Patties. Thank you for the Prime. Laura, thank you for gifting a sub to Rufus. Also, Technic41, thank you for the $5. I'm just seeing this now. Wanted to say thanks for the live loan of Theme of Love. Took the iconic parts and made it your own. I listen to it often and is the best money I've spent all year. Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. Did we do that on a recent stream? I'm trying to remember. I feel like I remember doing some Final Fantasy 4 Theme of Love. I just can't remember how it goes right now. But either way, you're very welcome. All right, chat. Maybe we'll do like one more or so. I don't know how many we've done today. Did I do the live learn counter mods? You did. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see what we got. Sounds familiar. Did we do this one before? Sleep token. Oh, this sounds familiar. I think we did this once. Wrong version? Is it the same song, though? Oh, here we go. Oh, sweet. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks. I did the wrong one. Not that it doesn't matter too much, but we'll just listen to this. Yo, your content is still progressing on my side too. Playing each day. Let's go. It's such a cool instrument. think I remember seeing this. Cool, man. Let's try it. All right. That was some Loathe. Is it really you? I think we'll call it on the live learns today, everyone. Yeah, I have relative pitch. I don't have perfect pitch. A trained relative pitch that I'm still working on, you know? It's a lifelong thing. A lifelong journey of enjoyment. Ugh. Yo, thank you, KF8L. Thank you so much for the request. Yeah, that was a cool ass song. Yeah, usually I'll press a note or a couple notes in the beginning to establish a key. And then sometimes I'll do the flip, you know, like when I'm practicing. Ideally, depending on the complexity of the song, it's hard to explain. I establish like the framework of the song in terms of the theory, like what the song actually is. Melody, chords, you know, like a lot of numbery stuff. And then it doesn't really matter what key it's in. As soon as I find out, I'll just play it in that key. Right? And that's where a lot of transposition and keeping your scales and arpeggios practiced in all 12 keys. That sort of thing can be super duper helpful. So it wouldn't really matter, you know what I mean? Right? It could be whatever key. It doesn't actually matter. But being strong with your theory helps you with that. And it's like taking the chord numbers and the progressions and the melody framework and just being able to like plop it into any key. That's sort of how I see it. But it depends on the complexity of the song too. You know, like I can't just transpose the Mario Brothers theme song. No way. So, but a lot of requests and stuff like 4-chord things. Or could you? No, definitely not. But that's something that I practice a lot off stream, is taking a song that I know, and that's good practice for anybody trying to learn more by ear, because I saw a chatter mention it earlier. Like there are many different components to doing this type of thing. You know, finding the starting note is just, you know, that's not really, it's just the beginning step. And then even if you know exactly what to play, you're missing half the equation, which is being able to actually physically play it in that key. And depending on your play style, like I do a lot of big chords and left-hand arpeggios and stuff, so it's really important for me to keep all of that trained and sort of up to par in all the keys, you know? Because even if I know that this is in A major, if I'm not comfortable playing physically in A major, it's not really going to matter if I know what the chords and notes are. Oh, the pivot notes? Yeah. Love pivot notes. Any tips speeding up repeated chords? Try to keep a really loose wrist. Super duper helpful. I think we tend to like tense up. Keep your wrist nice and loose. So that's kind of the idea. I saw some people asking questions about the process, and I break it up into different components, what I do, and there's general music theory, which is a big pillar. And if the more comfortable you are with that and the more knowledgeable, the easier it will be, because you actually understand what's actually going on musically instead of just relying on your ear, you know? That's really useful, because if you hear a song that's in A minor, if you get really comfortable with another pillar, which is like chord progressions and chord qualities, I see those as two separate things. That really helps, because you start to hear patterns like, oh, okay, I know this chord progression. That's just like a 1-3 whatever, whatever the chord progression is if you're using movable do. But we'll say like a 6-1-5. Yeah, 6-1-5. Why not? Or what would be a good example? Let's do a major key. How about like a 1-3-6-5? 1-3-6-5. Okay, those are like basically I'm calling out the notes in the scale. 1-3-6-5. And then when you hear the chords, right, you don't really need to play it, because you can hear it, and you've heard that chord progression and you've played it so many tens of thousands of times. It's like, oh yeah, so it's a 1-3-6-5. And so from there, if your music theory is polished, as soon as you establish the starting note, you don't really need to even tinker around on the piano. Because if I hear that I'm in F major, and I know F major, and I've played it, a bunch, then I can just take that chord progression and plop it into F, or F sharp, or A sharp, things like that. Yeah, one being C major, yeah. So in F, so that's kind of what I'll do sometimes. I'll listen to a song and I'll be like, oh, okay, I got the chords. And then I don't know the key yet, but I have the chord progression. And I'll listen to the melody and do the same thing with the melody and be like, I kind of have that, like it's sort of outlining. Sometimes you have to approximate it, because if I'm learning something really quickly, like for an Omi TV video or even today's stream where I'm really just trying to get through a bunch quickly, it's like sight reading. You just pick the most important parts. So you'll find patterns. I'll be like, oh, this is kind of a pattern here. Or like this melody is really just outlining the chord. Or this, I'm sort of descending and then ascending in a pentatonic scale. So like little things like that help me like wrap it up and remember it. I still don't know the key yet, but I'm able to, you just kind of wrap it up all together. Then listen to it and apply that to the key. I would say that usually I listen for the chords first, because that helps me with the melody. It establishes some context for the melody. Hey, thank you, Ruth. It's so good to have you here. Yeah, you can figure out the scale, And so that's another thing, like with scales, if you really take the time to study your music theory and you know all of the scales, then it saves you a lot of time, because if I hear that I'm in A major, if I don't know my music theory, then, well, it could be any key. But if I listen and hear that it's in a diatonic key of A major, I know the notes already. I know the notes that are in it, so I don't really have to pluck around. And if it's diatonic, it's like, well, I know that B flat is not going to be a note because it's diatonically in A major, and B flat isn't in A major. Hey, Marco, thank you for the prime. So I think that's really useful. So that's something I would recommend you do if you're somebody who's wanting to improve by ear or be able to like hear something and play it, you know, because it's not really it's not magic, at least not the way I do it. I think people see it and they're like, whoa, he just listens and then just plays it. But what's really going on in my head is a lot of what I'm talking about, like numbers, like figuring out patterns in the melody, figuring out the chord progression and laying it out within the key that I'm in. Memorizing the, you know, hearing the chord qualities and if I want to do reharms and stuff like that. So a lot of theory. So practically one thing you can do is take a phrase of a song that you really like. Good example would be like, how about Apologize? Right, something like that. Just like a 4 measure. Right, it's the famous chord progression. Don't even worry about the melody. So you're just establishing the chords. And like I said, when you start to really put a lot of time into music theory and doing this a lot, you start to hear it not as an A flat major chord, but like as a 6 chord. So I'm going to use C minor as a 1 chord. So like a 1, 6, 3, 7, right? So I hear this as a 6. Right? 1, 6, 3, 7. So being able to do that, you want to try to take that and bring it into a different key. So like F minor. Right, we're not even worrying about the melody yet. But it's really difficult to do that if you don't know what notes are in the A flat major scale. So, and then take that and bring it into like different keys. Right, so you're kind of just playing around with the chords. 1 chord, so we're in B minor. B minor is the same key signature as D major, so you have a C sharp and an F sharp in there. So you already know what notes are in the key, so that's a really good start. Yeah. So that's sort of what's going on, at least in my mind with that stuff. Yeah, and staying that's what takes up a lot of the time is staying polished with scales and arpeggios and stuff, so that you can do, you know, this in different keys. It's a really stupid one. Yeah, I find myself staying polished more on common keys. Yeah, for sure. Well, I remember even back in college, there were keys that I was scared of because I was much, much more comfortable playing in C minor than I was in A flat minor, for example, or B major, right? I didn't know that key as well. I wasn't as comfortable with it mentally, so I kind of avoided it a lot. And every once in a while, I'd be playing a song in B major, and I'm like, dang, not only am I mentally not as comfortable with this, but my hands are not really doing what I want them to do. The old B major, you know? So what I would do a lot of times is uh, just play everything in that key. Like improvise in B major, play songs in that, you know, like take Apologize and bring it into A flat minor, for example. And over time, you know, I don't know how long, for me, it takes months, years, you know, but you get more comfortable with it and then you get less scared of it. And then when you hear it in a song, it's like, oh, great. But yeah, so that's what I would say. Interval recognition, being able to hear the distance between two notes, and when you're listening to a melody, referencing it back to the tonic. So like if we're in the key of C major, hearing melody notes and like my mind will be like, okay, oh, that's a fifth up from C, fourth up from C, that sort of thing. So there are a bunch of apps and stuff that you can use for that sort of thing that's super useful. That would be one thing. I would say music theory, which is like a big thing, is really, 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 really helpful. Chord progressions, so learning how different chord progressions sound and trying to play them in different keys. And chord qualities, so learning the difference in sound of a major chord, minor chord, diminished chords, half diminished chords, all the seventh chords, right? Because these are things that you hear in songs. So it's nice to be able to identify those immediately because you can hear a song and be like, okay, I don't know what key we're in, but I hear that this is a 4 chord and it's a major 7th. So you're kind of like all of those pillars sort of come together when you're actually listening. And then once you have it, you're able to actually physically play it, you know? I don't really know what my advice is to learn chord progressions. I think what I did was anytime I heard a chord progression that I really liked, I just played it relentlessly until I learned what the heck it was. And then drilled it in until it became just identifiable. It's just like, oh, I know that chord progression. That's this. And then taking that and starting to bring it into different keys, you know? It's just playing a lot. Yo, Ruth, have a good piano lesson. Hope that makes some sense. It's really fun talking about it. My gosh, the loudest truck on earth. When you compose, you have some tricks to find original chord progressions. God, I'm sure there are some. I'm trying to think. That was really loud. My apartment is like right outside of a road that transitions from a residential area to a highway. So it's just, I hear that all the time. What was the question? Oh, yeah. For like chord progressions, I know one thing you can do is like if you take a chord, like play a bass note that's like a 4th or 5th down, and you might come up with some cool chords, you know? So like if I'm taking F minor and I go a fifth, like a perfect fifth down. It's just something that might give you some inspiration, you know? That sort of thing. Like that, you know, you're playing an F sharp major chord. Play like a B. Might give you some ideas. Or even like a sixth or a perfect fourth down, something like that. Frank says you have to practice a lot because he doesn't want to tell the secret. Hey, if you find out a secret, let me know. Because I've been working on it for 15 years. Longer now. Yo, we got a raid from Will. What's up, man? When I learned playing piano, I was thank you for the raid, Will. Avoiding some stuff too. Later, when I got older, I realized I have to go through because it's the weakest thing. Yeah, it's a lot like life, honestly. You gotta, you know, the things that you avoid. It's like, kind of just gotta go through it at some point, so you're not scared. Because the longer you avoid it, becomes like even scarier. Because as you avoid it, and then because you're okay from avoiding it, it reaffirms that like, oh, I'm only okay because I avoid it. That means that what I'm afraid of is truly scary. And then that just grows and grows and grows. And then before you know it, you're freaking terrified of something. Sometimes in a particular key, I find it difficult to use the first finger on the first note. So I find myself using the index finger. Yeah, that's totally okay. Depends on the scale that you're playing too. Because a lot of scales that start on the black keys, like F sharp, you don't really want to put your thumb on there when you're playing scales. So you do start with your second finger. Yeah, the bass note changes the chord. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can play... Well, that's another thing you can do is just take a chord like C major and just play different bass notes behind it and see what you come up with. Right now it's in... And if you don't know music theory, that's okay. You can still just like play around and try to find something that you like. Or if you're trying to exercise your theory, figure out the chords, you know? A minor 7. That's a really good one, right? That's really cool. Might give you some ideas. The idea is not that it always sounds good, but it might be like, whoa, that's really cool. What is that? Another thing you can do, I've talked about this a couple times because I'm a huge fan of this, is to really exercise your knowledge of theory at the piano. Take a note, and this sort of helps you, because what happens when you start to learn theory is that it ironically puts you in a box because you learn these rules and you think that you can't break them. That happened to me in college. It was like, okay, I know all this music theory now. Oh, well, that means I can't do this. And depending on what kind of music theory, it's like, oh, well, I can't have parallel fifths. I can't have parallel octaves. So you learn all of these rules. And yeah, it kind of limits you in an ironic way. So you want to try to break out of that. I remember when I was in college and I was really like neck deep in theory stuff. I went back and I listened to some things that I wrote when I had first started playing piano. And I was like, oh, wow, there's some really creative stuff in there that I wouldn't think to do now because I know the rules. Yeah, so you want to learn how to break them. So, like, for example, breaking out of a diatonic key. So something that I really encourage people to do is take a note like C and try to think of everything that the C could function as. So C could be the root of C major. C is also the third of what chord? Or C is the fifth of what chord? Or C is the seventh of what chord? Right? So you have the first, or the root note. So it's C major. C is the third of A flat major. It's the fifth of F major. It's the seventh of D. So already you have these really, really interesting chords. And you can do that with almost anything, you know? Right, it's the major seventh of D flat. Right, you can do the ninth of B flat minor. So you can just play around with that, man. So that's called a pivot note. So you can take, that's a really cool way to modulate to a new key. You can take a note that's in both keys and use that as a way to transition, and it sounds less jarring to the ear. So a really good example is in Avatar. All right, so we go from E flat minor, which is the root, and we're using this as a pivot note to get to C minor, because now it's the minor third. And it's a pretty drastic key change, you know? Not too drastic, but it is a little different. And it doesn't sound as drastic because you have that pivot note. You can do that with chords too, a pivot chord. It's really, really fascinating. So cool. Yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah, so that's called a pivot note. And you can kind of do that with anything, you know? Like, it's like, okay, I'm in C now. I'm on a C. I could do anything. What is C to a totally different key? Like, what would be something random? How about like a 5-1 to G minor? That's just what my brain thought of. So like, we're in C minor. And now we're in G minor. Not too different from C minor. Right, it's only like one more or one less flat, but still cool. Still cool. And it's really just sitting on that C, you know? So we're on D now, right? We'll do G, right? In G minor on the tonic. So it's like, if I wanted to get to, I don't know. Here's something you can do. Just go up a half step. Because G is also the major seventh of A flat major. Get yourself to C minor. You could do whatever you want. You can get wacky. It's like the more you learn, the more you realize that there's so much. It's unbelievably overwhelming. But that's the beauty of it, man. Yeah, that's what I mean by a drastic key change. Yeah, a key that has notes that are very different than the key before it. So a good example is like a tritone apart. Like if trying to modulate from like C major to F sharp major is like the furthest away you can get, you know, because you're going from like no sharps or flats to like basically all of them. So you can try to find, it's like, how the heck do I get there, you know? And you can start to think about it. It's like just trying to like slowly mold. It's like you're molding your way to a new key. You don't have to do that. There are different modulation techniques, you know, because sometimes the emotion or the feeling that you're going for is something more drastic and like hits you out of nowhere. Yeah. So that's something you can do, you know, and not being locked into one key, you know. As you get more advanced with music theory, you can start introducing mode mixture, which is like borrowing chords from different keys, you know. So an example is there's a piece that I'm working on. It's in B minor, but the chorus is in B major, or it borrows from B major with the B major chord. Right, so there's like a lot of it. You can get so many different feelings. Right, so there's like a bunch of chords in there that aren't in B minor, right? B major, E major, and then you have a Neapolitan, which is one of my favorites. This is a flat 2. Okay. I'm losing track of time. Anyways, chat. That is the idea. Maybe one day I'll make a course on ear training. Who knows? Who actually knows? Anyways, Cindy, thank you for the 2 months. Boonster, I appreciate the 17, man. Moist Daddy 13, thank you for the prime. Will, thank you again for the raid 13 minutes ago. I appreciate that, man. Hope you had a good stream. You were streaming for a while today, huh? I feel like I saw you on earlier today. Ender Cobra with the 15 months. Yo, we got Maro Schmaro with the prime. Randy Cheeseburg with the 4 months. Bro, I'm sorry I missed that. I was just yapping away. DJ Laser, Skeeter Streams, thank you so much. Ben, thank you for the $10. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Goot for the 100. Thank you so much. What kind of chair? This chair is I was just saying it before. What is it, chat? I have to pull it up. Yeah, H8 Hag Capisco. Sounds like a food. Highly recommend. It's incredible. Best chair I've ever chaired in. By far. I am hungry, man. That was a pivot note right there. I was playing in A minor and went to... Total change. Because now we can go anywhere, you know? It's just unbelievable. You could freaking do anything. That's what I paid for my current one. I'm not the only one that has a really nice chair. Let's go. Thank you for all the super chats, everyone, on YouTube. Thank you so much. Let's see. All right, chat. We're going to call it today. We're at the almost a 3-hour mark. I hope you all enjoyed the free live learn stream. Thank you so much for helping us get to that sub goal last week. Really, really cool stuff. Let me open my playlist here. Please join the Discord so you get notified when I go live next. Thank you so much to the mods. Hope it wasn't too chaotic. It felt fine to me. I don't know how things were on the YouTube end, but huge shout outs to the mods, both on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you all very, very much. I appreciate it. Also, we passed 88,000 followers on Twitch. That is freaking cool. Oh, you can't see up here. That is awesome. Thank you to everyone who's who followed the channel. If you're on YouTube, you want to hop over and follow the Twitch channel, it's totally free to do that. And it's a bigger number, so it makes me feel good. All right, with that, let us raid somebody. A lot of people on. Let's see. Oh, Mia's on. Let's raid Mia. I haven't seen Mia on in a while. Mia Metz. Oh, it's Mia Makes music now. Okay, Mia Makes. A fantastic pianist here on twitch.tv. So we will go raid her. And I will see you all very, very soon. Either tomorrow or Thursday is the plan. So please join the Discord so you'll get notified when I go live next. And then just another reminder, I'm going to be gone on Friday for a whole week. And then I'll be back for about a week. And then I'll be gone for 4 days. Then I'll be back for like a week. And then gone for another week. And then back for a week. And then I'm moving. So all that's to say, the next month and a half are going to be very, very sporadic in terms of stream. But we do have some videos coming up on the main channel. Some Omi TV videos. So look forward to that. It looks like the next one will be going up this Saturday. That is all I have for you today, my beautiful chat. Don't leave us. All right, I won't leave you. Don't worry. I don't think I would ever leave especially not in like a random way that ends abruptly or anything like that.